If you haven't already, assume kind of your position, close the eyes, let the hands relax. Look at us coming from whatever we have been dealing with throughout the day. For some of us, maybe that's right out of work and into this. Maybe you've had a much slower day for you. Maybe you're somewhere in between. But all of us come to practice with a bit of residual layover of the day. And so we have to meet that initially when we sit down. And part of what I mean by that is just simply pay attention to it. Notice it. Notice the way you feel. Notice the way your breath is moving. Notice where you might be holding tension. The space, the pace, and the speed of the mind as well. It's okay throughout practice. You may encounter moments where you feel a little unsettled or maybe things don't feel great. The thing about being able to pay attention to everything that comes up is sometimes stuff comes up that just doesn't feel good. Know that that's part of the experience. Our job is to kind of be good witnesses to it, see what happens when we pay attention to it. The next part of our journey will kind of allow us to begin to notice where we feel supported right now in this moment, where and how your body's being held by the chair you're in, maybe the floor you're sitting on, the mat, the cushion. Your back is supported by a wall. Paying attention to the way there's a bit of comfort that comes with this feeling of support. Not maybe not necessarily relaxation, but maybe even a bit of ease. As you sit here and you feel where you're supported, can you notice where things feel like they're okay enough in this moment? This could be the contact of your feet against the floor or the support of your back being held upright, the sound of my voice, or the simple movement of your breath. In this way, you're inviting in the opportunity to focus on the steadiness that is present here in this moment. In addition to the tactile sensations we've described thus far, you might find steadiness through the recall of a memory, a memory of a place or a person, a pet or a landscape, or even a prayer, something that when you focus on it, it embodies those qualities of steadiness and calmness and groundedness. Now, using this sense of steadiness that you have been paying attention to, let our attention begin to move back into the body, revisiting those points of contact: the feet, the legs, the hips, the back, the hands, the face. Here, we're noticing the temperature, any tingling or pressure, any numbness or aliveness, or the parts of your body where there's very little sensation at all. In this way, we're allowing our attention to be a little free, to kind of move to the parts of the body that are most calling it. Could be a place where you find tension or ease. If there's a little sensation present, stay connected to that feeling of groundedness. And giving your attention to your body during this time, you're also getting a chance to notice and to know your body. You spend all day in the space of your body, and yet there's parts of it that go unnoticed. This time is meant to give you the space to connect, to allow yourself the space and freedom to move through the changing elements of your physical sensation. the way that pressure morphs and manifests from one part of the body to the next. When your mind becomes distracted or your attention is distracted from focusing on the body, know that you can simply return back to noticing the sensations of the body. In this way, you build a deep awareness of mindfulness, of being connected to the mind when it wanders into story or into thinking, away from just simply noticing the body being. Just as you have this wide spaciousness within the physical body and a array of sensations happening, begin to notice where your breath is coming alive in this moment, where you might feel it most clearly today. At your nostrils, in your chest, maybe your belly, or even the entire body. That sensation of breath coming and going. Let your attention rest on that pattern, not forcing it, just allowing it to move steady and easy. Recognizing with each breath that you don't have to do anything to receive that breath. It naturally arises on its own and it passes away on its own. In the same way, the sensations you felt in your body come and go. As everything that's happened thus far in practice continues to show, to be still and pay attention, you need to do nothing to receive an ever changing stream of experiences. And it is enough to simply pay attention. But if it feels supportive to you, you can begin to adjust the rhythm of your breathing. to a what we would call a 4 seconds inhale and a 6 second exhale, allowing the breath to come in for 4 seconds and then allowing it to exhale slowly for six, and lengthening the exhale. You give your nervous system a chance to slow down a bit. I'll kind of count that off for a few rounds and see if it makes sense for you to try it. Inhaling for 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhaling 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more round. Inhaling 2, 3, 4. And exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a moment to notice what that felt like for you. The choice in the journey is yours to stay with the idea of extending out that exhale breath, the longer count than an inhale breath, or just letting the breath fall back into its natural rhythm. And letting your attention mix in that sense of groundedness that you started practice with, while at the same time feeling the way the breath is just moving within that steadiness of your body. This contrast is a reminder that both stillness and movement sit within us at all times, allowing your attention to get a bit wider than it's been thus far. In this part of the practice, instead of focusing on any one thing, let your awareness, your attention include whatever's present. So now, instead of trying to hold your attention anywhere, everything becomes something you can focus on. The sounds in the room or beyond it, the feeling of your body, the movement of your breath, the stream of your thoughts coming and going. your general mood, emotional state. Nothing needs to be pushed away. Nothing needs to be held on to either. In this way, you're allowing yourself to simply be. We're not trying to stop the thoughts as they come, not trying to fix the feeling as it shows up. You're just witnessing it all. The moving parts of this experience or the moving parts of this moment represent your experience. The stillness, the steadiness of you paying attention to that is the awareness that is always here. As you're allowing yourself to be in this state of simply being, consider asking yourself the following question: what quality of being matters most right now for you? And as you allow that to enter your awareness, notice what comes up. What quality of being matters most right now? Words, images, or a felt sense are all things that can kind of bubble out of that reflection. And maybe nothing comes at all. We allow ourselves to simply be with that which appears. allowing ourselves to feel the presence of gratitude, appreciation, for the willingness to sit with and experience everything that arises from moment to moment, to slow down, to allow ourselves to be present. As we begin to close out practice, I will offer you the final invitation of allowing yourself a good pat on the back, a bit of grace for showing up and spending time with yourself in this way, for connecting to the parts of yourself that get lost in the noise and the chaos of the day, for tapping back into your reserve of steadiness and of groundedness, to exit the practice. When you're ready, blink the eyes open, begin to move the hands, begin to take in the rest of your experience.